Have you ever been told to talk to your brain as a way of recovering from chronic pain? My name's Hannah Studley from the Mind Body Institute, and I want to dive into this idea today because I've always found it a little strange. Now, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, which were very politically incorrect, and if someone was talking to themselves, we used to call them schizo, which is, not nice. Because schizophrenia, one of the things that is associated with schizophrenia is talking to yourself, right? So being encouraged to do this, I've always found it very curious. So it's like, no, you should do it or you shouldn't do it. So here's what I think about this. So I'm going to find somewhere to put the phone down because I need to use both my hands for this because we've got some voices talking, right? Wow, the sun is really bright today. So this is what I want to say about talking to yourself. So this is why I needed two hands, for the two voices. Now, I don't believe there are two parts for us, but let's say, like people say, like there's a part of me that is insecure and it's saying, I can't do this, the pain's too much for me, and how am I going to get through the day? I have this big presentation to do and I can't stand because my back hurts, or how am I going to take care of the grandkids this afternoon because I need to run to the bathroom? Whatever your pain is, this voice is saying, I can't do it. This is too much. I've done all the work and all the writing and all the meditating and I still have pain, right? Then we've got this voice, the strong voice, the one that's going to convince us that we're okay. And it's going to say we're taught to say things like, you are strong, you are beautiful, you can do this. Brain, we don't need pain today. Brain, stop producing pain. We're safe, we're okay, right? Now, this is what fascinates me. Why is it we tend to listen to this one, the insecure voice, the childish, childlike one, who can't do it, is pathetic and is trying, but is like really, really, not coping very well? Why don't we go with this voice? Because if this voice is trying to convince this one that you are strong and you can do this and we don't need pain, then let's just go with that one, right? See my point? So if you have a choice of which voice you're going to listen to, right, I'm going to listen to this one, right? Now, like I said, I don't believe that there are different parts of us or different voices. I think the way I understand it now, which really relieved my pain, was seeing that all these voices, which are illusions, are actually just going through the mind, like a conveyor belt. They're just passing through. And it is an illusion. It sounds like different voices. Like when I lived in California, I used to have clients who said that they could hear my voice in a very English accent. It was much stronger then. But whatever voice, you could give it names, I don't care. But when you see it's just passing through, they're just voices passing through, then we don't have to label it and we don't have to talk to ourselves. Because if I'm talking to myself, I'm reinforcing the idea that something's wrong, that I shouldn't have this thinking, or this thinking is negative or bad, and we're trying to correct it. Let's forget the correcting thing. What if it's just junk mail, going through our minds? And like I've said many times, if you ignore it, if you let it settle, if you just move on, like don't pay any attention, trust me, it will settle, it will melt away, it will disappear. My mind used to scream at me when I was in the depths of my PTSD, and the darkness was so intense, and the loud voices in my head, which I didn't understand, I would scream at myself to shut up, I'm not listening. And it was brutal. Now, I think that was my wisdom guiding me, and that was the best I could do. But what I know now is that I don't have to talk to myself because I'm okay. There's only just me here. And I just happen to have a lot of thoughts going through my mind at sometimes. And if I don't pay attention, it quiets down. And when my mind gets quieter, my body gets quieter. I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear from you and hear your responses. And have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.